Grand Rising, wonderful souls, and welcome to my channel. I hope you guys are doing well. If you are new to this channel, welcome in, it's good to have you here. If you are a returning subscriber, soul family, it's good to have you back. Thank you for your likes. Thank you for not only... Gone. Let's do it again. Grand Rising, wonderful souls, welcome to my channel. It's good to have you here. If you are new to this channel, welcome in. It's good to see you. If you are a returning subscriber, soul family, it's good to have you back. Thank you for supporting this channel. Thank you for supporting Loku's Dog and Cat Care Rescue, which is the GoFundMe that I have been supporting and pushing since 2024. It's a very small, independent animal charity out in the east coast of Sri Lanka. And when I say independent, it does not get any support from the government. So the awareness that you guys help spread, either between the donations that you give, or just taking that link from below and spreading it to lots of people, it makes such a difference, because they are inundated with new animals and, you know, requests to take care of dogs and cats every day. I really appreciate those who have invested and those who wish to. Have a look down below. Okay, now I want to tap in straight away and just see what's coming forward. Know that my readings are for entertainment purposes only. So if anything comes up and it just doesn't resonate for you, or it confuses you, or it scares you, or anything like that, it's not for you. You don't have to claim it. It is probably for someone else then. So just claim what claims you and leave the rest. Ooh, we do have good fortune coming through. So I'm thinking that everyone here is going to want to claim that, right? We have the granting of blessings from and good fortune with Jupiter coming out, which I am loving this. Wonderful, wonderful. Tell me about this. I feel like I need to be grabbing more cards. Let me just grab some more. And I'm getting the vibes of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Like the old school one with Gene Wilder in it, who's absolutely mental, and I love him, and he's mental in all the right ways. But I'm getting that, and I'm getting the part when they all have their golden ticket and they've been let into the foyer or the front part of, you know, the chocolate factory, and they are being introduced to Willy Wonka, and it's just that part. It's almost like welcome in. You're about to go on a massive ride. You're going to see and experience things that you never thought were possible. Okay, things that sounded impossible. The end of a tough cycle approaches. I'm telling you, someone here is about to go on a really crazy ride, but a really fortuitous one. So I'm going to place this down as well. I'm also going to be placing down, look at this contract. You have a new contract coming in because you have actually removed all of the etheric cords that need to be removed for you to move into this newer portion of your life. This epic adventure is what I'm hearing. Let me just put this back. No, I'm going to put this out. Okay. Can I get another 2, please? 2 more cards, please. Ooh, came straight out. We have patience. I feel like something is speeding up. I feel like the momentum is speeding up. Action, it's like the 8 of Wands coming through. Something is going to come in very, very quickly for you now. And I heard in a matter of weeks. For someone, I think the longest it might be is 8 weeks. 8 weeks. But there's something about using the law of assumption, not just the law of attraction, not just putting that manifestation out there and knowing that it's going to come in. There's the law of assumption. Someone's being told to almost like act as if you've already got something. Now act as if you've already got something. Like this thing is a regular. You always get it. Whatever your manifestation is, it's coming. It is coming. We started with Jupiter, but it's going to come in. It's going to come in even quicker if you are using the law of assumption. I heard this is a short message. This doesn't need to be a long one. This is going to be a short message. Okay, what else do we need to know? Work through your fears is coming out. I've been told to put it back because I don't feel like that's your energy. I do feel like that's someone around you. Why? Feeling safe. Okay, so there's an old energy that's kind of hovering around this new beginning, but the cord has already been removed. That may be why they're feeling unsafe, because being tethered to you is like being in sanctuary, being in safety. What else do we need to know about patience, please? You really want me to take that one? A new start is coming, you guys. That's crazy. New start is coming. Why am I getting the next eclipse that we have? Aren't we having another eclipse like mid-April? So there's something really big coming in for someone in a couple of weeks. Okay, that's very exciting. Why don't you want to go up? I feel like it's supposed to be a surprise. It's supposed to be a surprise. Tell me about this good fortune, this Jupiter on the table, please. I knew it was going to throw itself off. Okay, so we have attachment in reverse. It's because you've removed all the attachments that you've needed to. Someone here has definitely passed the test. Chair yoga activating. Oh my gosh. Oh. Broken heart is in reverse. Goddess of the moon is in reverse. We also have your commitment is being tested in reverse because you passed something. You literally passed something, and I feel like you passed it recently. There is something here with cutting all ties, maybe with that person that's been hovering around your energy. And I heard either no news is good news or no response is a response. No response is still a response. So I don't know if you completely ghosted someone, blocked someone, blanked someone. You have attachment in reverse. This is why this Jupiter is coming in. There's a blessing coming in because you passed this test. That's amazing. Broken heart is in reverse. I feel like whoever's watching this is like confirmation that you have done so much shadow work, so much inner work. You have been sitting in hermit mode, not so much like hermiting yourself away from other people, but the hermit mode of having that lantern and turning it inwards and really looking within and going, okay, how do I navigate this, rather than ignoring it. And there may have been something that you were ignoring for a while, and I don't say that with like negative judgment, just life got in the way, or it was too difficult to look at the time because you just didn't have the energetic space for it, and you've made space for it, and in doing so it's bringing a tough cycle to an end. And it's full moon in Capricorn, so this is like good fortune coming to you when it comes to work, when it comes to fame, when it comes to people knowing your name. And I heard for the right reasons. We have Goddess of the Moon in reverse. We also have a contract. I feel like there has been a spiritual contract that has been broken, but it's not that it's been like voided. It's voided, and it's null and voided because you completed it. You completed something here. You definitely completed something here, and your commitment doesn't need to be tested anymore. It literally doesn't, because I heard well done. I just heard well done. Practice makes perfect. You practice something and practice something. I feel like someone here is very innovative, or innovation is very important to someone here. Someone is a healer through and through is what I heard. Can I get one for the new start? Okay, so somebody around you may have been trying to get you to resist this new start, because this new start with a new moon coming in, this new start closes the door completely on whoever this person is that may have been plaguing your life, or plaguing parts of your memories or your different spiritual bodies, mental body, emotional body, for a really long time. But this person, they either played on your emotions, or they are very disconnected from their own, because we have on here, I won't cry for you, with a number 22. This gives the energy of somebody who didn't know how to emotionally regulate for themselves, or maybe they just found that very challenging and expected people around them to do that for them. You may have been doing this. You may have been doing this your entire life. You have community coming out. The thing is, when we bend over backwards for other people, we end up opening the door to those who actually aren't worthy of our time or energy. And we don't realize that, because we're looking for value within those people who don't see value within themselves. They then project how they feel out onto us, and you end up with people around you that just, then not only are they not your people, but they're not going to have your back when you need them in crisis, but they expect you to have theirs. And that's what I'm getting here. I'm getting that a lot of people may be around you. This is like picking on energy, or picking on your energy. I keep getting like someone is like either the sun or a star, or just has very bright energy around them. And because of that, you may have attracted a lot of broken people. And in attracting these broken people with this broken heart in reverse, there has healthy boundaries have been set. Whatever this community is, it doesn't have to be a specific group of people that have been picking on you in present, but it's almost like an accumulation of the past people, past choices, all the choices that we make, you know. And when you think back to when you're a teenager or like a kid, and you read those stories, Make Your Own Adventure, and how one choice always kind of like leapfrogs onto the next choice, and it's like a ripple effect, it's like or a butterfly effect. It's affected someone's path here up until a point, because I feel like someone has put a block in, or someone's just said enough is enough. Enough is enough. I don't want to be around somebody who hasn't got my highest and greatest needs at the same level as theirs. It's not saying that other people have to make you a priority, but they weren't making you a priority, and you weren't making yourself a priority, or someone here was not making themselves a priority, and then something clicked. And we were talking about the sun, and look what comes out, the sun, and it says demonstrate, realize, act like a leader. So yes, somebody stepped up here. Somebody stepped up and realized their own worth. We have goddess of the moon in reverse, and we have the sun. So we are looking at divine counterparts, or we're also looking at the duality within ourselves. It seems like somebody may have been very much in their feminine yin energy, but not so much to do with receiving as much as it is to nurture everyone else, to put everyone else first, to kind of appease other people. And now is your time to be standing more in your masculine yang, irrespective of gender, of, you know, leading by example. This realizing here as well, I feel like someone has realized their worth. They've realized their sovereignty. They've realized that it's okay to be alone. Okay, so I lose that friendship group, or I lose that person. But I gain individuality. I gain getting to know who I am, getting to know what I want, what my standards are, what my boundaries are. And that's the point of life, isn't it? To learn, to evolve, to grow. And I feel like someone is doing this. Someone has done this as well. This is why you have good fortune and blessings coming in, and coming in really quickly, because we've got gift giving here, and we've also got deceit coming out, and we have healing. The gift giving here being in reverse, I think it's realizing that you don't have to lower your standards to be accepted. You'll be accepted by people who are on the same vibration as you for just being yourself. You don't have to fit around other people or fit around other people's lives, because you're not supposed to. You're supposed to, you know, my opinion and my experience is that you're supposed to, you know, your friends, your work, whatever that may be, it's supposed to be something that brightens your life, not something that you have to bend and break to. The deceit coming out here, especially when it comes to surrender and a new start coming, there was a specific test that someone went through recently, very recently. And it was supposed to put in, like I said, resistance into a new start coming in, because it was an old energy. But you healed from this, or you healed from something that would have reopened a wound if you hadn't been looking in within yourself, if you hadn't been putting that lantern into yourself. Because I'm putting this back to the first row, and we're talking about the card with I won't cry for you, attachment in reverse, and then Jupiter. Somebody here who I'm getting, this person has like a parasitical energy. If you are a light source, if you are the sun, for example, the sun illuminates everything, but it also makes everything grow. That's what the sun does. It's warm, it's inviting. You may have been pushed into your feminine yang in a really distorted way of giving without receiving for a very long time, and this is what was holding off your energy and holding you off from healing. But it seems like this last test, this last commitment that's being tested, was the ultimate healing for you. The way that you reacted also to this test, whatever that was for you, was very telling to the universe where your vibrations were, or where your vibrations are. And it states on here, the frequency of healing supports our intrinsic ability to restore our health and wholeness by consciously using the information that comes to us through our senses and harmonizing everything accordingly. And I feel like someone has done this. It's like someone here is truly aligned now, and I heard with their path of purpose. Now, whether you know exactly what your purpose is, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you don't know. I feel like someone's being called towards more peace, more harmony, more joy, having more fun in their life, doing more of things that light you up than things that dim you down, if that makes sense. And there's going to be things in life that we have to do, and it's a necessity because we're adults, like paying bills, cleaning the house, changing diapers, whatever it may be. They may not be enjoyable, but they're necessary, right? So there are always going to be ones that we're kind of like, ugh. But it seems like there is more equilibrium in someone's life here in looking for the small things in life that light you up, with gratitude, with peace, with reverence, right? Tell me about this community. End of a tough cycle. On the table, please. A woman holding the heart has come out. We also have 7th house, diplomatically, relationships and get a fair deal. And the woman holding the heart in reverse. Why am I getting this? Could be a family member or an old friend or someone that you thought was your friend. This is somebody who's very ungrounded, and I don't know why I'm getting earth signs. I'm getting Taurus specifically. That 44, I didn't even see it on there. 44 talks to me about the 4th house. It talks about Cancer, stability, safety. It being in reverse, someone here has healed a massive, massive wound to do with their mother line or the feminine side. We're talking about this feminine yin, about the distorted feminine. We also have diplomatically, relationships and get a fair deal with the 7th house. This is looking at Libra. I do think that because you've done this, the opportunity is now arising. You're ready for it. You're literally ready for this opportunity coming in, this blessing. And I just saw someone with like a massive handful of like treasure. When you think of a dragon's lair and it just has gold everywhere, like gold bullion or whatever, and I just saw someone with loads of it going like that and like dropping it and it raining down and raining down. It's coming in. I'm telling you, it's coming in for someone here. And I heard the end will be beautiful. And as I say that, you've got charm, art and beauty. Charm, art and beauty are the way to enjoy and cherish. I feel like what I mean by the end will be beautiful, it's giving the end of the Titanic, the old school one with Leonardo DiCaprio and what's her face in it, Kate Winslet. When it gets to her right at the end of the film and you see her passing away in her bed, and then it pans to all of the things that she's done in her life, and she lived a full life, and you see her on horses and you see her with her children and her grandchildren and doing all of these adventures. That's what I mean by it's going to be beautiful by the end. This portion of your life is like luxurious. It's not just about money, but I feel like something's opening up for you so that the world really is your oyster. And this is just the beginning. This is just the beginning. Divine Masculine coming out. Look at Divine Masculine coming out. And we have the frequency of Divine Masculine supports our strong, focused and active side, allowing it to express itself while helping us to bring our dream and ideas into form with kindness and wisdom. I don't think that this is about another person coming into your life. I honestly feel like this is talking about that sun energy of really standing in your masculine yang, the divine masculine energy of doing an action and bringing in a lot of balance for yourself with that number 22 at the top. We also have the sacral chakra coming through, which is talking about creativity, creating life, bringing ideas into the world, and discernment. All of them have 2s. The sacral has 2. The discernment has 20. Divine Masculine had 22. We are bringing balance back in where there may have not been balance for a while. Now it says here the frequency of the sacral chakra and the orange flower of life supports our ability to flow with our desires and stimulates our creative power to manifest success and abundance in our life. I love this. There are a lot of creative projects coming in for someone here. I do think that whoever this person was that was kind of like floating around your energy, maybe sensing that there's a lot of stability coming in or fertility coming in for someone here. Someone is like fertile ground right now, whether that's in ideas, maybe you want to have children, whether you are masculine, feminine, makes no difference, right? They definitely wanted to come in. They wanted to come in and be seen as a divine masculine, but they're not realizing that, look, for some of us, we're not looking for a romantic partner. We are looking for a business partner. We're looking for stability. We're looking for an art studio, whatever that may be. And the divine masculine over here, they were trying to come in. It's almost like they were trying to come in with an old story of what you may have thought you wanted in the past. And there's definitely this balancing out now between the divine feminine and the divine masculine within self. It doesn't mean that we've brought all of it to oneness and we are now ascendant masters and off we go into like the next version of whatever ascendant, ascension there is. But we are at that start where we can see that we've balanced ourselves enough that it's not just about, oh, I want another person to come into my life and make me happy. It's, I'm happy where I am. If another person does eventually come into my life, awesome. If they don't, awesome. And I feel like whoever this person is that's been kind of like floating around you, trying to reach out, who was this test, didn't realize this, doesn't realize, they may not even be using the words like divine masculine. They may just have been trying to act in a specific way in what they thought you wanted, okay? But if they are past energy, they're past energy for a reason, right? We're going to put the sacral chakra down over here. It seems like someone has healed. It's definitely either a mother wound or that divine feminine energy that was distorted, because it runs through our sacral chakra. Our sacral and our third eye are very connected. And to me, both of those have always been very feminine yin energies, whereas the root and the crown have always been very masculine energies, just for me personally. We also have a personal issue reaches resolution coming out, and it was in reverse, and I'm reading it this way because I feel like someone here, especially with the full moon in Cancer, there may have been estrangement in the family, or it may have been that the patterning of behavior that you have seen in relationships that you've had have stemmed from somebody in your family that you never really got to have that conversation with, or maybe they were never open to having that conversation, or maybe they're not here to have that conversation. And so someone here is learning to bring in resolution or a cycle completed with self, because they can't get it with someone else. And this really has shifted someone onto their highest timeline and into the perspective they need and mindset for abundance. And I'm going to place this one down over the woman holding the heart. Now, discernment being here says, the frequency of discernment supports our ability to view the world and the people around us from a place of inner balance. Oh my gosh, we were talking about balance. From inner balance and detachment, yet with compassion and wisdom. You guys, balance, absolute balance between yin and yang. Fertility, straight underneath, shut the front door. And it says here, the frequency of fertility invites us to be more open, more courageous, more creative, and more joyful than we were before. It activates the potential for something beautiful to grow from our consciousness into a new and grander expression of ourselves. I absolutely love this for you guys. Oh my gosh. I went, do you know what? I was just thinking in my head, I'm so pleased for you. I'm so proud of you. I know I don't know you, but I am so proud of you because, look, we don't look like what we've been through, but we've been through it. And a lot of us don't tell our story because it's no one's business. And for someone who has been through it, I know how that feels to have to keep picking yourself back up again, and having hope and faith. So I'm really proud of you. I'm really flipping proud of you. And I'm so pleased that these blessings are coming in for you, for all of us. It's amazing. And I'm sending you massive hugs. I'm getting really emotional. I'm giving you lovely, lovely, massive hugs because you deserve it. You really, really do. You have here with the nurturing of feelings caused by and reactions coming out. Okay, with divine masculine as well. So I don't know what was going on with this person, but they're gone. It seems more like we are nurturing ourselves. This is where the balance comes in. Being able to nurture ourselves with our feminine and then take action on that with our masculine. And I'm loving this for you. I'm going to leave it right there because this is just, I want to squeeze your cheeks and be like, oh my gosh, be the auntie, right? Woo! I love it for you guys. I love you guys. I hope that gave you some confirmation and clarity on what you already intuitively know. If you are new to my channel and this resonated and you'd like to see more and like to see when I post, I would love for you to hit on the like, the subscribe, and on the notification bell. If you are a returning subscriber, soul families, hearts, kisses. I love you guys. No more readings are open. They will be open until the 10th of April, the 14th of April, kind of. I will play it by ear because my spaces go so flipping quickly. You guys are absolutely insatiable. What can I say? Just have a look if you are interested and you want to know about pricing and you want to know what it is that I offer. Before you email me, if you go into the description box of any of my videos and you see where the email is, which is usually at the top, the next paragraph will have all of the different things that I offer and their prices. Make yourself familiar with that and then get in contact with me and we can work out on something custom that you may want, okay? And we'll take it from there. See you later. Bye.